Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Wow Podcast. I know that we've been getting a little bit more subscribers every time we post our podcast, and I ask you to please join our community. I know that we post podcasts in English and also in Spanish, and we just want to cater to everyone that follows us. So please subscribe. We truly would appreciate that. And if you want to comment on any of our videos, we would love to hear what you have to say. With that being said, I have a very, very special guest that I'm sure you're going to want to get to know because she has been our Wow Girl officially for almost, I don't know, shy of a year. She's been performing really well, and it's Darla. If you don't know who Darla is, she's a sweetheart. She is mainly in the front desk, and now she is venturing out to the nail world. You know, she officially wants to be part of our nail technicians crew. She is working very diligently to become a better nail tech and to learn certain techniques and practice them. So very shortly, you'll see her on the floor taking real clients. So she might service you in the future. Who knows? Welcome to the podcast, Darla. How are you?
Very good. Very nervous.
You're nervous? Why? Why? Do I intimidate you, girl?
A little bit.
Nah, you should know me by now. I shouldn't make you feel that way. We're just gonna talk like we're, buddies. We have crazy conversations in the front sometimes. So tell us a little bit about you, Darla. How is it that you found out about us? How did you become part of the team? And tell us a little bit about the dynamics. What do you do in the salon and things of that sort?
Well, first of all, I'm Puerto Rican.
And
everything.
What do you mean Puerto Rican and everything?
Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Okay.
Dominican.
Okay, because if you say I'm Puerto Rican and everything, I'm like,
I'm Puerto Rican.
Geez, that's a hell of a mix there. Puerto Rican and everything.
I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Okay.
I'm 19.
19
years old. I'm turning 20 soon.
Yay.
I found out about you guys because my best friend's mom, she gets her nails done here.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking for a job. I was fresh out of a esthetician school.
Okay.
It was very hard to find a job, and because I had no prior experience or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then she saw the help wanted post on Instagram, and she was like, Darla, go apply, send the message. So I did, but then you guys already got someone by the time I messaged you guys, I guess.
That's right. I remember I remember she told me about you, but then by then I already had hired someone. And then in the next round when we were looking for people, then you, I think, messaged me directly, right?
I messaged you directly quickly, and then we had the interview. Thankfully, you gave me an opportunity to work here because, again, I have no prior working experience at all. Anyway. And you have been absolutely great for letting me work here. I've been working here almost a year now.
Wow. When did you start?
I started, I think, in like late July.
Oh my
August.
God, the year's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Well,
yeah.
And so what are some of the things that you do in the salon, just so people get to know you a little bit better?
I'm just a receptionist. I have been training.
First of all, you're not just the receptionist. You're the receptionist.
Receptionist.
You are a hell of a receptionist. Let me tell you that. For you not to have prior experience, you're really killing it.
I mean, thank you. I mean, you threw me into that, so I had to learn quickly. But I'm the receptionist. I answer your calls, help you with messages. Now I also practice on people to do nails because I've been always very interested in like beauty stuff and everything. My mom used to be a nail tech, actually.
No way.
She used to do nails and hair, mainly hair because she wanted to learn how to deal with my hair. But she used to do nails and hair, so it kind of feels like right that I'm trying to get into nails as well.
What does your mom do now?
Now she's just she does customer service. She's the manager of the Spanish what's that called? Spanish group team
for what?
Team for international calls.
Oh, okay.
Like if you want to call for
she's like the team leader.
That basically. Okay. What else? And what else do I do right now? I also help with anything where it comes to like recording stuff with the podcast and everything.
Well, you're very active. You do it.
I do a lot.
She has been very helpful. This girl already learned how I like to work because I am not a breeze in the park. I'm not a breeze in the park. I know that sometimes I am very particular about the way I like things done. And we've discussed it. What has been one of the more challenging scenarios or things that you have to, that when you are dealing with this particular thing, you're like, oh my God, this is so hard for me?
I think it's when there's like a lot of people here, and I also have to like Day. I love Day, and she's I love Day and everything, but she is very particular about customer service and answering messages really quickly and calls very quickly. So
Right.
again, we deal with people that are here, and we also have to deal with the messages. So it's like dealing with all that and trying to get it done as soon as possible in the way you like it to please you, and not only you, the customers as well, because obviously, we want to treat them right. I think that's mainly like the most challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that it's been very difficult for you, but from your perspective, that's something that you are very, it makes you feel a little anxious, right? What are the things that you have to deal, not from my end, but from the customer end, that you're like, oh my God, why again?
When they cancel.
Oh,
When
yeah.
they cancel, because it's not only they cancel and that happens, it's like the girls only earn by the people that come in. So obviously when they cancel, and the girls are like, why did they cancel? Like, now I have a huge hole in my book, like I have nothing to do. So it's like they cancel, and then I have to figure out quickly how to fix it, or try to ask Jay or you how I can fix this, if anybody has called or anything. So that, I think, is like so stressful.
It is stressful. Yeah. And you know what? It's great to hear from your perspective, because you're the one handling, not just with the other end of the phone call with the client saying, oh, hey, I have to cancel last minute. Haha. I'll call back to reschedule. And it's like, for them, it's like so nonchalant. But from the other end, where the girls that make commission, like you just said, it's hard for you because they get mad at you.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
It's so, please, this is a call for everybody who is on our book and need to cancel last minute. Please don't get mad if we charge you a cancellation fee, because you know what? I don't want to sound like this is a terrible environment, because it's not, but like, the girls are bullies sometimes. The girls in our floor, and they don't take it off on the client, obviously, but they take it off on sometimes the receptionist. So it is a chain reaction. Everybody gets mad, trust me. But anyways, let's talk about the positive stuff. Tell me one of the things that you do like about working here.
I love working with the girls because they're all so funny.
Uh-huh.
I try to get along with everybody, because I don't like como que I try to get along with everybody I can.
Uh-huh.
And they are just so funny, and the clients too. There's a client.
Uh-huh.
There's a client who, the minute that she saw me, she like completely loves me. She loves my hair too. Like, loves me. And she tried setting me up with her son.
And what, did you go on a date?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I don't want to say that on here.
We're protecting identities. Just tell us what was your first instinct.
I mean,
Did she show you a picture of him?
she showed me a picture.
And what did you think?
He's on my type.
What's your type?
I usually go for.
Put your microphone on.
I usually go for like taller than me. I like scenes for dark skins, curly hair.
Take notes, ladies. If you want her for your son, if you want her to be your future daughter-in-law.
What else? Hispanic. I like that. I like them between skinny and like buff.
Okay.
There.
You like them fit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't go to the gym, but I'll support you. But she tried getting me her son the first time, because she's done it a few times, and she showed me a picture, and I try to go to Fran. I'm like, oh, Fran, look, like, from support, because Fran's like, oh, like, I'm her mother here and everything. So I try to show her, and I'm like, Fran, look, because I've told Fran my type. And then she's like, oh no, yeah, Darla, you should go for it. And I'm like, I'm trying to get help from you, like, not to reject me kindly. She completely forgot about it, and she was like, I'll bring him for you. No,
you're like, why'd you put me on the spot?
Exactly. And then she came in today.
The client came in today?
She came in today. And one of the girls calls me over. She's like, Darla, come here. And I'm like, yeah, what do you need? And she's like, do you remember her, your mother-in-law? And I'm like, oh, that's her. She came here and again tried to set me up with her son.
Oh God.
Um,
And you're like, lady, let me tell you, I don't like your son.
I don't like being mean though.
Yeah, but you gotta be honest.
I know I gotta be honest, but like I don't want to be like, oh, I don't like your son. He's not my type.
Uh-huh.
Do
you have a boyfriend, Darla?
I do not have a boyfriend.
I don't
I
know.
am single as a Pringle.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't. Okay. So then we again, ladies, if you have a handsome son, okay, he has to be Latin. He has to be taller. He has to be not skinny but buff, or not, like big. What else?
Curly hair.
Curly hair.
I for some reason don't like straight hair.
Really?
I like curly hair. Like,
do you like gringuitos looking guys? Or you like that like spicy?
No, exactly. Exactly. Like I'll see un gringuito and I'm like, oh, like he's cute, but like I would instantly leave him for un morenito Hispanic.
Oh, so from where? From like Dominican Republic? Really? ¿Te gustan los tigres?
Sí.
Oh my God. ¿Te gusta el tigueraje? You said.
The Dominican accent.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dominican accent and Puerto Rican accent is just like, I love it. I love
it. I went out with a Dominican and it was a disaster.
You didn't like it? They're known for being like cheaters.
Huh?
They're known for like being cheaters.
Yeah, they have that in they're just too absorbing. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You come from that culture. And I like Latin men too. But Dominicans, they're not really my type.
No.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that one of my requirements for my future boyfriend when I was single is that he had to have, you know what?
The hair?
Hair! A full head of hair. You know why? Because I wanted to run my fingers like this. Look. And then I got the baldest guy there is. Oh my God. And this guy like moisturizes his head and everything. I'm like, when he does his beauty routine. And I told him, you're like almost perfect for me, but you're just missing the hair.
Oh my God.
At least he has like facial hair. Can you imagine if he didn't have facial hair? Oh, hell no. Yeah. But okay. So just ladies, take notes for your sons or any male fans that we have out there. Darla is single and ready to mingle. She's a sweetheart, I can tell you that. She's awesome. Let's talk about things that have happened in the salon that you have like memories of, that you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe this happened. Is there anything that comes to mind? Anything that you were like, oh, I know.
What?
I was about to tell you right now.
What?
The last message you sent to a client.
Oh
no! Oh my God, Darla.
No. Let me explain.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill her.
There was a message from a client, and I was trying to she was saying she just came out the hospital and everything. So I wanted to be sweet. So I used ChatGPT
to write the message.
Write the message for me, so it sounds sweet and nice and polite. And then I completely forgot, and I didn't realize that at the bottom, when it rewrites the messages for you, it says, would you like it to be more casual or is this good?
Oh my God.
And I sent it like that. And I'm like, oh my God, no way, I just did that. And I showed Jade, and I'm like, oh my God. How could I should have read it completely over, because I didn't realize it said, would you like it like this or more casual?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna freaking kill you, and second of all, it's these things that happen. It can't be any worse than what happened to Jay.
No, it can't be worse than that.
Jay is in the back. So just to give you some context on what Jay did, I wanted to freaking kill her. So her best friend, if you don't know who Jay is, she's our manager for the salon. And her best friend comes to get her nails done, or used to come to get her nails done. And at a certain time of day, we have to send out confirmation text messages just to make sure the clients are going to come in for their appointment the next day. And Jay was in charge of that task that day, and she was waiting for a response from several clients, but she made the very distinctive error to send the following message. It says, are you gonna come, with an emoji like this, with the middle finger. Are you going to come to your appointment? And turns out she sent it to a real client, not to her best friend. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So please, sorry. We explained to this client that it was intended not to, it was not intended to be this message. It was not directed to her. And she's like, when she answered, she's like, what did she say?
What?
She wrote, what? With question marks. And I want to fucking kill Jay. But it's okay. I forgave her. She's still making up for it. Yeah. What else, Darla? What else do you think of?
Let me think.
Anything that's or have you ever found yourself in a situation that you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, this lady is like mistreating me, or she's asking me for things that I can't do, and you've been having to make a like executive decision and say, hey, stop, or no, we can't do that, or something like that?
Thankfully, that has never happened to me. All the clients that I've had have been really nice with me. Something I can think of, when I first started here, the seats, they have the water jets. The water jets, they're like, there's 2 holes right here, and it's magnetic
on the sides, right?
Sides, yeah.
Right, because just so you understand, this is something that we put in the pedicure chairs, and it's a jet that will spill out water sideways to kind of give a client a massage. But like the whole intention of it is that it goes sideways so the water circulates within the tub.
And I did not put it sideways. It was like this instead. So when
so the holes were pointing out and down.
So when I turned it on, I wet myself. I think I also wet the client. Yeah, I wet myself and I wet the client.
So you turn on the water, you turn it on, and it went.
It went up, and it wet her jeans. I think she was wearing jeans, and like God. It wet my shirt and my pants, and I was so embarrassed.
Oh my God!
Thankfully, because I know that happens to me now, whenever we get new like receptionists, I'm like, make sure that when you put the jets, it's like this, or else you're gonna spill it on the client.
Oh my God!
So it doesn't happen to them, because it was so embarrassing.
Oh my God, I can only imagine. Well, don't worry, it's happened to all of us. Has it ever happened to you that the water overflows?
No, that one has never happened. But I've turned on the water, and it has like a little hose that like for filling it up, and when I turned it on, como que se cayó, it fell, and it splashed. I think it was Yuri. I splashed Yuri with the hose with the water.
Oh my God. Okay, so just in case you ever join our gym, I was gonna say, in case you ever join our team, make sure you put that shit right, okay? We don't want to have any accidents and get anybody wet.
Yeah.
So Darla, where do you see yourself in this team? Tell us a little bit about how you visualize your future with the WOW Studio.
Hopefully by next holidays that come up, I hopefully will be doing nails. I love doing nails, especially when it comes to doing nails with designs.
She's really good at designs. Like, she's done a lot of nice things. Yesterday you did a set. It looked very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So did your mom ever teach you how to do all of this?
No, she never taught me, but she, like, her supplies, I would just like randomly grab them, and I would do like my own or like my sister's. I've always played with that kind of stuff since I was a kid. And then when I started working here, and I learned the materials that you guys use to do it, I'm like, oh, let me try it on my sister. And by then I was already doing her nails with just like gel polish. And Mia, my sister, she doesn't like doing plain nails either. She likes doing stars and swirls and a bunch of other design stuff. So I've had to practice on her. And me personally, I don't like plain nails either. I don't like doing one solid color.
Then how come you have solid colors?
Well, now I have it like this because Erica's supposed to do my nails. Because first of all, my nails were breaking, so I had to get them fixed. But,
well, just so you know, can you show the camera, maybe that camera, how long? I don't know if Jay,
these are my nails.
Sees it, but those are her natural nails, guys. And the product that we use here is Luminary. Can you tell us a little bit about what the product is, in case, like, let's say when somebody calls you and you say, no, we don't do acrylic in our salon, but we do Luminary. How do you explain people what that is?
I usually tell them that it's a builder gel, or like a thicker consistency of a gel that we put on your natural length, because sometimes they get confused and they think that we can extend it. I told them, no, it's like on your natural length. It protects your nails, and it's as hard as acrylics and dip and all that stuff. but it's not as damaging because with acrylic you have to drill it off on your natural nail. We don't do that here. I told them that I have it on my current nails, and it's like really good, and it's super protected. If they're in person, then I'll show them mine and show them my length, but through the phone I'll usually explain it like that.
I usually goes like this.
Yeah, we go like that.
Just so they can see how strong they are, because it is a very good product.
It is really good.
Yes. So tell us a little bit more about your day-to-day at the reception. What can you tell us about the clientele in general? What is your input? What would be something that you wish that you knew before you got started, then now you're like, oh man, next time? Well, the Jets was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully all our clients are amazing. They're all really sweet and nice. Let me think. Something I wish I knew before when I started here. I wish I knew better, like everything that we do, like the body treatment services. I wish I had known a bit more when I started here about that stuff, because I do like beauty stuff, but I wasn't really aware of like the massages and all that stuff, so I never really knew how to explain it really well. And what else? I wish I also knew a bit more stuff about nails, because there's people that come here and they were like, oh, do you guys do, what's that called, the dazzle dry?
You know what that is?
No.
Girlfriend, we have it here.
We do?
We do. Well, we do and we don't. It's a new nail polish. That's the name of the nail polish, Lasso Dry. And the whole technology behind it is that it dries like in 30 seconds. It's very good for a client that doesn't want to do gel, or they don't want to do putting the nail under the lamp, but regular polish doesn't last as long. So this promises clients, the technology behind it is that it should be at least a 10-day, I believe it's a 10-day no chip manicure, and that it dries super fast. The downside for nail techs is that because it dries so fast, a nail tech needs to work with the speed of light to apply it, because otherwise it dries and it can get clumpy. It's like a downside of all of that.
Yeah, but a lot of people have asked for it. I'm like,
have you ever gotten asked about polygel?
I knew what polygel is, but I've never been asked about it.
No, me neither, right?
No one really does it.
No, not a lot of people.
Not really. I know what it was because I've tried polygel on myself and failed. But no one really asks us for that. They always ask either for acrylics, next gen, or the dip, or the dazzle dry. That's mainly what people usually ask for.
Next time when somebody calls, you can say that we do carry the dazzle dry, but in a very limited selection of colors, because it comes in different colors. It's just a brand of nail polish. If you were to recommend, let's say somebody tells you, what is your signature service that you guys do at the WOW Studio? A random client calls you and asks you for that. What would you say?
I would say Luminary and the organic pedicure, because Idania is the one that does the scrubs for the organic pedicure, and they smell amazing.
Yeah, they're really good.
I have her, I think it's what's that called in English? I think oatmeal one. I have that one, and it smells so good. I also gave it to my sister. She uses it a lot. They smell so good. They leave your skin so hydrated. Like, she doesn't.
You should be a spokesperson for her brand. We have we do a treatment with organic scrubs. We call it the organic pedicure or organic manicure. Pretty much the organic portion of the service is that we use a very unique scrub, which is the one that she's saying, that is literally made in someone's kitchen. Like, Idania makes them in her kitchen, so they're like 100% organic. And we don't really have a label for them, but we do sell them here in the salon. So if you guys are ever interested, you can give us a ring or text us, and we'll be happy to give you information. Honestly, it's just a small business that she's starting, and we're just like helping her promote her stuff, but it smells really, really good. Have you ever encountered a nightmare client in the reception area? Someone that you're like, oh my God, I don't ever want to deal with her ever again.
There is someone. It's not I don't ever want to deal with her again. It's just like I know how she is, and I know all the things that she, like, when she comes here, obviously we have the app and the
I think I
discounts.
know who you're talking
You do.
about.
I'm pretty sure you do.
And you know what? She comes up in every podcast.
Really?
Like every time I have to talk about like an experience where somebody is uncomfortable to deal with, she always comes to mind.
It's because, like,
And don't get me wrong, she's been a great client.
she is.
She is a really
and she's
consistent
nice.
client. She's nice, but she's a little like, I don't know if it's sarcasm. I don't think it's sarcasm. I think it's more like she tries to take advantage of the situations if we're talking about the same person.
I think so, yeah. Because I know, like, I've already learned to deal with her, and I know, like, I get ready beforehand. Before she gets to the counter, I get ready beforehand.
No, and I've seen people saying, "Okay, you're next. You deal with her. I'm gonna go to lunch."
Oh,
you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're not talking about the same
No,
one.
we're talking about two different people then. I know which one you're talking about now.
Okay.
Her, she just talks a lot. Her, the one you're mentioning, she just talks a lot. She's nice. That's it. She is, I don't know how to say that in English. She's very
Outgoing?
No, like,
Now you got me confused, girl.
I know which one you're, trust me, I know which one you're talking about. Because,
Okay.
like, we always, whenever she comes, we're like, oh, you can handle her. I don't want to handle her.
Oh, God.
I know
that's so
exactly,
bad.
I know which one it is, but I was talking about a different one. Because I know she uses a lot of, like, promotions and stuff, and it mixes my head. And I even one time, when I was first starting, I had understood that the members couldn't use, like, rewards and stuff. So that's what I had told her. And then I'm home and then I see a message on Instagram from that person texting you. And I'm like, so wow, she's snitching on me. I mean, like, it's a good thing
because she thinks that we don't communicate, but we do.
Exactly.
But anyways, we're not here to talk bad about anybody at all. We appreciate every single person that comes and gives us our business. It's just that there's people who are a little more difficult to deal with than others. But to be honest, I don't ever think we've had a nightmare client.
Not really.
We did have a client actually today, and I can say today because I know that nobody knows when we're shooting this piece of content. But I think she was a little bipolar. She's been here once before, and we had a very uncomfortable. Oh, you weren't here. That's why you missed it.
I got here exactly when she left.
Okay, yeah. Sweet lady at the beginning, very nice the first time she came in, but then the second time, I think she either has a little bit of dementia or she might be bipolar. Honestly, I didn't take it the wrong way. I understand that she probably is going through a lot, being sick and coming out of the hospital and not feeling well and feeling cranky, and maybe just like having the challenge of people speaking in Spanish could be a trigger for her, but it is sometimes difficult to deal with different personalities. It's part of doing customer service that is not too fun. Darla, tell us a little bit about the dynamics here in the salon. For example, when we do meetings and stuff like that. I know a lot of you feel very intimidated when you guys see me in the front. What is it that you dealing with me find the most difficult or the most enjoyable?
The most enjoyable is when she's sitting right next to me and she wants to tell me something.
Oh shoot, hold on. I owe you the Starbucks from yesterday. I couldn't sleep last night thinking of the Starbucks. Okay, I'll give you the money in a minute. Okay, go ahead.
The funny thing enjoyable thing is when she's sitting right next to me and she wants to tell me something. She's telling me, but at the same time, you're looking somewhere else and paying attention to something else. And then I don't know where you go and get up. And I'm like, what happened? Or you throw your phone and then you start talking to me and I get startled and I'm like, what happened? Oh my God.
Oh my God. You see, I don't notice these things. Andres tells me all the time, it's like, you need to focus. You're talking to me and your mind is everywhere. And I know I don't know if it's ADD or HDD or whatever the fuck it is. I know I have that. I know I have that shit. Okay. What is it? That's the most enjoyable?
Mm-hmm.
Really? You get startled and you enjoy it?
Funny. I find it so funny. Or when you do it with Jay too, I look at her and I start laughing because it's funny. Because
bitch, are you making faces behind my back? Yeah. Oh my God.
It's funny because it takes you for a surprise and we know how you are. So it's funny. Yeah.
Oh my God. And so what is the most difficult?
Most difficult? Let me think. I would have to say when like it's a stressful day already, so you are stressed already, so it kind of like you kind of project that whenever you want to tell us something or you want me to do something. You're like sometimes like on us, which I understand. Like now I understand. Like before I used to be like super anxious when you were around me, and I was like so scared and everything. But like now it's like I understand. But yeah, you sometimes are like on top of us, like on top of us.
My bad. Listen, this place didn't build itself in one day.
No, that's why I say I understand now.
Yeah.
But I think that would be the most thing because, like, you again, she's very particular about customer service and answering messages on time, especially when you're not here.
When I'm not here, I'm more intense.
Yeah, it's like peaceful because it's like I don't have you on my back 24/7. But at the same time, when you're not here, it's like she's like looking at everything, every single thing. If there's a message that hasn't been responded, well, she's toned it down. But if there's a message that has
toned it down, because I've been asked in many ways, trust me.
Because it was low key a little bit bad. Because like before, it was like if it was a message I just sent, you wanted us to like respond it immediately, and it couldn't be there for like at least 2 minutes. It was like, there's a message, respond it, like not yelling, but it was through message. And then, but now she's toned it down. Now it's like she lets us do it ourselves, and if she sees that like, hey, like that message hasn't been answered for like 10 minutes or 15, she's like, guys, there's a message to be replied. Oh, you know what you do?
What? Oh, now
you know what you do?
I opened up a can of worms. Oh, hell no. Okay, go ahead.
Like when you're away, we get messages through Instagram, right? And sometimes you'll send me a message saying, oh, Darla, there's a message to respond on Instagram. And I check and there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then we're like, we can't find any messages. And then we tell you, hey, like there's no message. And you're like, oh, okay. I'm like, do you get it? Have you not realized that you do that?
What?
Yeah, when you literally text us and you're like, there's a message on Instagram. And I'll check, there's nothing. I'm like, Jay, do you see like a message that maybe
you know what it is? Okay, and then you said there's no messages, and I'm like, okay, you know what it is? It's because I get why you are like, what the hell? I get notifications, right, that a message went through, and I get them when they come through. But sometimes I see the message, but it's not like on real time. My notifications not on real time. They're like delayed. Delayed. So then by the time I get the notification, you guys already answered the message.
That makes a lot of sense.
So that's why, like my apologies. But sometimes like I try, because Andres is really particular about me being on my phone when we're like together. And I get it. I think it's a little too much for me because I'm a workaholic. But I get the point. But like sometimes like I literally like go take a break to go to the bathroom, like, and you know how you swipe and everything goes like this. That's how I am. I'm like message, okay, da, 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 da. And that's when I take screenshots and like a 2-minute period because I'm in the bathroom, and then when I come out I have to go back to dinner or whatever. That's the reason why. So don't think that I'm harassing you and I'm going crazy. It's just that I get like the messages delayed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Do you feel on edge when working with me?
Not anymore.
Oh, you used to.
It used to be bad.
It used to be bad?
Yeah,
oh my God.
I have anxiety. Like I get really bad anxiety and stuff. So before working with you, because I was new and I didn't know what I was doing, I would have to like, I used to take medication before, but then I stopped because it dialed down. But when I started working here, I was new to everything. So I started buying these like little mints for anxiety. I would carry them everywhere with me because I would get anxious working with you because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't want to do things wrong. And because I was new, I was doing certain things wrong, obviously. And obviously you had to correct me. But like now, it's like I still get sometimes, but I feel more comfortable around you now.
Okay, that's good. Well, I think that also is because there's a age difference. How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. So I'm 20 years older than you. Yeah. Wow. So I think that could be why also. I mean, I don't want you to look at me like I'm like an old lady because I'm not. But it might be also like my perspective now versus your perspective because you're so young. And I've tried to chill down a lot when it comes to being so what's the word in English? Like exigente, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that I'm putting a lot of pressure on you, but what I can tell you is that, well, you particularly are killing it. I think that you've evolved a lot, and especially now, I'm so excited to possibly have you join our nail technician crew. You do a great job. You just got to practice a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's an invitation. When Darla is ready to go on the floor, we will honor a little discount for you to come and try Darla's services. I don't like to make my podcast too long, Darlita. Is there anything that you want to add, or maybe, I don't know, being on your end of the chair because you're right now being a receptionist? I don't know, is there anything that you want to tell our clients about us, or your particular experience in the salon that you might want to share? Putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
This is like a sales pitch, like, you should have practiced this, Darla. Come on.
Oh my God. Let me think. Nothing, to just come and get your nails done over here. Not a lot of places have this great customer service, since again she's very particular about it. A lot of places just kind of talk in their own languages and don't really talk to you when you go get your nails done and everything, and they don't really pay attention to you or what you want. I would say come here definitely, because the girls are very attentive to what you want. They try to make you feel as comfortable as possible, starting from the receptionist. We try to make everybody feel as welcome as possible when you guys come here, offering you drinks, the colors, or anything like that. But you're not gonna get this customer service like this, like
this meticulous, like this
micromanaged, this family type of feeling.
I feel so bad now, Darla.
No, don't feel bad. No, because like the fact that you're have micromanaged that, and you've been on me about that, like, makes me do it like automatically, and it makes people feel good. It's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it might not feel great, like being told, like, Darla, you have to do this and this and this and this, but like eventually you'll do it by yourself, and it's like it makes the client feel good, and you can tell it makes them feel good.
That's awesome. Yeah. I know, because I mean, not to brag, but we do have excellent reviews. Mm-hmm. Most of the clients that come in, let's say, even if they end up taking a break. The other day we had a client who I was very tempted to text, but at the same time I'm like, no, I shouldn't text, because I am just adhering to our policies. Like right now, some of our pricing went up, and she complained. I don't know if you remember, but I think it was you that told me, no, it wasn't you. It was someone else that told me, she says she's not coming back because she doesn't agree with this and this and that. And I was like, I'm always trying my best to go the extra mile for people, but then some people I'm not saying that the customer is always right, because it's not that case. Sometimes, we have to educate our clients on how things are in our salon, because there's options. If you want to come to our salon, there's certain things that we do, right? Mm-hmm. And like this client complained about something, and I was so tempted to just be like I've thought to myself, we've always gave her an excellent service. If we ever messed up with something, I do make myself responsible. Like if somebody doesn't like something, if something chipped or whatever, I always stand behind our work. Even if a lot of time has passed and it makes really no sense from our end, I always try to make our client feel good. And I surely thought we lost this client, but guess what? She booked this morning for another treatment after like a month and a half. And I'm like, okay, you see, clients do come back because we do go the extra mile. So,
exactly.
With that said, I just want to invite everybody who's in the service industry to make sure that you go the extra mile. Darla has done it, and it's worked very good. She has helped a lot of our clients sign up for our new membership program, sign up for sometimes when we have events and things like that. So definitely is something that will take you really far in business. Well, Darla, thank you so much for joining the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna let's try to plan one in Spanish coming up. And anyways, guys, with that said, just I'm glad that we got Darla into our podcast today, and stay tuned for our next one. Okay, see you next time. Bye.